Alright, good afternoon, or evening, or whatever it is for you. I don't expect anybody to be joining me today. Somebody might, I don't know, but that's why I'm starting at exactly 6 instead of keep people a couple minutes to kind of join in. And we're just gonna jump right back in. Okay. I genuinely don't remember what ways we've gone already, but I don't think it actually matters with this game. Yeah, I don't think it matters. What an exceptional view. I get dizzy. So now we're gonna meet people, members of the cult. Good day. Good day to you, Master. We've already seen each other, haven't we? I genuinely don't remember. I think we saw her in the tea house, actually. I remember you. Yeah. Yes, you were at Hinon's the other night, right? Exactly. You were with that girl with tentacle hair, if I recall. How can I help you? Um... we'll just start go in order. Have you seen that girl with the tentacle hair around here recently? I don't think so. I just know that she has a small stall in the market, nothing else. Thank you anyways. Excuse me if my question may seem strange. Where are we? Oh, don't you worry, it happens to me quite often as well. What happens to you often? You must have had a very intense meditation session, right? Intense. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I knew it. As I said, don't worry. We're on Jupiter, Mining Colony 42, 4th District. You're in the middle of the garden on the Temple of Detachment. It's 8 a.m. Terran time, Wednesday, the 9th of April, year 3264. Clear? Thanks a lot. You've been very precise. Don't mention it. Forgive me if this sounds rude. Do you mind me asking what happened to your ears? Absolutely not. I love telling that story. So, you see, I'm from Ganymede, one of Jupiter's moons. My family was very wealthy. My mother managed water distribution of the colony. She would sign contracts to import water for the hydroponic plants that produced all our food. When I was little, I imagined that she was the one feeding all of Ganymede. Then I discovered that Ganymede water was exported to irrigate plants on old Earth. It was my mother who had allowed that to happen. As Earth prospered, Ganymede became increasingly dry. The people grew to hate us. When I discovered it, I felt sick to my stomach. I didn't want to be part of that. I left Ganymede to start my life from scratch on Jupiter. 4 months later, I got news that my mother had been killed in a popular uprising. The thing didn't consciously bother me as much as I thought it would, but from then on, restful sleep became impossible. I tried everything. Therapies, drugs, but they just made things worse. Then, out of options, I put myself in the hands of the cult. A master explained to me that I needed to make peace with the past to be able to go on. Overcoming one's past, one's family links, it's connected to the temporal bone just behind the ears. So after a long journey, I had my ears removed. I've never slept better since. Thanks for sharing your experience with me. The pleasure was mine. May I ask what you are doing? Of course. I'm pruning the Chal bonsai. Here, what do you think? Kind of just looks like a bowl. Well, it's compact. I gather you've never seen a Chal bonsai. It's the first one I see, admittedly. Maybe you are not aware, but chals are plants entirely covered in bark. They're weeds that can grow to incredible sizes. Even the little earth in this vase would be sufficient for this plant to grow more than 10 meters tall. Wow. The art of managing Chal bonsai lies in keeping the plant small and compact. Exactly like any other bonsai, but in a much more extreme fashion. Thanks, have a good day. Good day to you, Master. It looks like her ears might be the only thing that's severed, aside from, like, the cuts along her cheek. But I'm not sure what that would have done, unless that's, like, a jaw detachment. Good day. Good day, Master. Forgive this strange question, but where are we? Where are we? Is this a trick question? It may seem so, but it's not, I swear. Forgive me, I didn't mean to... At the cultist temple? Is it a question? No? Forget it, my mistake. Yes? Okay. Excuse me, did you happen to see a girl named Delilah? Not her. I mean, she is a girl, but her name is not Lila. I don't know then. I see you have the Kala Sutra line on your wrists. Can I ask you why? Wrists. This line here? Yes, that one. Forgive me, I didn't want to put you under pressure. No. Yes. I can do it. My master says that speaking is good for me. A wise master. My name is Mahan. And I'm large, but I'm always afraid. Afraid of what? Everything. I'm afraid of heights, I'm afraid of the dark, I'm afraid of people, I'm afraid of the Lomri. The Lomri can be a bit scary, admittedly. Absolutely. So much fear that I can't do anything. Hi, Sammy. And I feel small. I know I'm tall and strong, but the world is scarier. I'm sorry to hear, but I see you're walking the path to overcome that. Yes, my master said, Mahan, you always hide behind your own hands. You've been doing that for so long you can't see anything from behind them. Let's get them cut, he said, so you will finally see the world as it is. I still didn't get what he meant, but every day I've been feeling better, so it must be good. It's a pleasure to see that you're getting better, Mahan. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Can I see this bonsai? Yes, but please don't say anything. I'm afraid of comments. It's cute. It's very... No! Use your facial expression, please. Thanks. I'll be on my way. See you. And who would you be? I like Beatrix. She's fun. Who are you? Who's asking? Are you trying to be clever with me? I've never seen you around here. Who let you in? Beatrix, what are you doing? What am I doing? My Prometheus-given job. Everyone requires my authorization to access the temple. But Beatrix, he's clearly a master. He might not be from around here, but I don't see the problem. Forgive her, Master. She's a bit gruff when she can't keep everything under control. Khan, don't interfere. You know that those damn priests are just waiting for an opportunity to strike. If I weren't here, they would come in as they please. Prometheus only knows what damage they would do if they could. As you wish. Come with me and don't try to resist. You might not have a throat, but be advised I know many other vital spots. What a beautiful garden. What? Bia, what's going on here? Hey, hello, Lila. You know this guy? To say that I know him is maybe going too far. But yeah, I know who he is. What did he do? He sneaked into the temple without my authorization. I was about to bring him in for questioning. What the? Ugh, B, just leave him be. He's with me, I vouch for him. You know that if anything were to happen, you're the first one I'm going to look for. You know that I don't care, right? We came in together. In case you didn't notice, he's one of your cult people. Okay. I have no time to waste, I'll leave him with you. But I don't want to see him wander around all by himself, is that clear? He will do as he please. I mean, yes, of course, I'll keep an eye on him, I swear. Good. You always seem to fall from the sky, don't you? Yeah, I must say that in these days I feel like a fish out of water. I don't think it's a strong enough comparison. You never seem to know where you are. You always seem to appear out of thin air. And you disappear just as mysteriously, as if it were nothing. Even here in the temple, which is supposed to be like home for you, you make people want to boot you out. And you? Why are you here at the temple? I thought you weren't interested in being a cultist. Last time we saw each other, things ended up a bit hurried. I wanted to know more about you, and there just wasn't enough time. So I came here hoping to gather some information on your world. You wanted to know more about the cult? If it's a way to understand you better, sure. Great, so this time around allow me to be the guide. Even if I don't really know this specific temple, the outline of the doctrine is always the same. Okay, so if you want, we can take a tour. Let's... Beatrix. What's Beatrix's story? She's a real force of nature. We are friends, I guess. Hard to tell. But it's like with all my friends. Anyhow, she's got quite a tragic story, but in the end, she's come out on top of it. What happened to her? I don't want to pry. If she knew I told you, she would kill me. But whatever, I'll tell you anyways. Did you notice the scars around the cuts? I did. When she was just a child, she was very sick. Her body was attacked by a flesh-eating fungus, a terrible illness without any known cure. Her parents didn't know what to do. They tried many strange medicines and medical technologies. But she was getting worse and worse. The fungus ate into one of her arms and started doing the same to the others as well. They brought her to the Church of Many Gods, but they just said that she needed to be put down because she was cursed. That's terrible. Makes me sick to my stomach when I think about it. She was just a child. Anyhow, in the end they brought her to the cult. They took her in, teaching how to do the appropriate procedures and meditations. After following the path for several years, she became a young monk. Then she detached her arms and legs, but the fungus is still there. From what I understand, it remains dormant as long as she follows the path. I see. So she must remain in the temple just to survive. I think so. But she took some liberties of her own. In which way? Well, as you see, she does not follow the precepts on absolute pacifism. In fact, she's the only one to have a weapon, that saber you saw her wield. And since no one else can do that, she took over temple security. I understand now. Thank you. It's been fun to climb over those windmills. I really appreciate that you opened up with me. What? Windmills? Opening up with you? Did you remain under the rain too long last night? Rain? No, we were with Bandar. Yes, Bandar was there with us in the tea house. I don't really get what you're referring to. Forget I said anything. As you wish. So, ready to visit the temple? Okay, let's do it since we're here. Good day. So for context, anybody who wasn't here last time I streamed this, the guy in the green coat, he kind of jumps around in the general timeline, so his own timeline is kind of out of order with everyone else's. And then Lila's timeline is still kind of unknown at this point, but as far as the story goes as of right now, it is linear. Lila, you finally came to visit. I sat. Did they put you at the entrance? Yes, we take shifts. You know, people always forget to remove their shoes before coming in. So rude. At least you remember to respect our customs. And you, Master, first time you come around the temple? Yes. Yes, it's my first visit at this specific temple. Where did Gahara I don't know how to pronounce it. Where did Gahara receive the parts of your body? Me too, Lila. Gara Samu what? The cosmic kraken that constitutes the boundary between the worlds. He basically asked me where I became a cultist. Come on, Lila. I thought you would at least know this one. Ah, yes, the giant octopus. Bia always insists on this stuff. And because of your hair. How can you ignore them? They are a sign of the gift from Gahara. I'm just not even going to try and pronounce that last word. No, Sar, it's just some strange mutation from space rays. That doctor told me. I must have been contaminated after. After what? Nothing. Forget it. Anyhow, answer Sar's question. Where did you become all skin and bones? Right. I traveled a lot, performed the separation rituals in various places around the system, but the first time I encountered the cult was on the temple on Mars. Ah, I understand. It's rare to meet such a well-traveled cultist. Anyways, you're free to enter whenever you like. Lila, aren't you forgetting your shoes? Who did you take me for? I'm not uncivilized. Is the guy in green a hear me out? I would say yes and no, but you'll probably see why I say that later. As he is right now, I'm gonna say no. I mean, in terms of like an actual unhinged hear me out, yes, of course. But when you see what he looked like before he got really into the cult stuff, I would argue more so. Okay, let's talk to her. Oh, she removed her eyes. You do not belong to this place. Yes, this is my first time at this temple. Why are you here? What are you looking for, traveler? I'm visiting the temple together with this young woman. Maybe you know her. Traveler, don't try to lie to me. My eyes see beyond what little remains of your flesh. You've come here from very far away. From another world. How... No one travels without a purpose, an objective. No, he was not uglier before. He was, I would say... I don't remember exactly what he looked like, but from what I remember, because I have played this before, it's just been a while. I remember he was kind of hot. But what purpose? What are you here for, traveler? Does it have something to do with the tentacle-haired girl? Of course. Master, I don't mean to sound rude, but you're wrong. Hey, are you bothering my friend here? Lila, sweet girl. Your friend. He's so handsome. uh... Thanks, I guess? I imagine that you understand each other, master to master. Good day. Good day to you as well, master. Oh, I remember her. Okay. Uh, excuse me, can I ask about your clothes? I mean, they're so gaudy. Ah, yes, I imagine they look a bit over the top. You see, I'm not a proper cultist yet. I just recently started attending the temple functions. I still haven't gotten around to following the cult's aesthetic code. These are just the clothes I normally wear in the market. Oh, thank you for following, Vulture's landlord. And welcome. I understand. This explains the bright orange hue. Yes, these are fabrics made by the tissue master, Utak. We manage the tissue shop in the market. Ah, yes, I think I met him. Are you his apprentice? He was very worried to see you join the cult. He feared that it may move you away from him. Yes, I'm his apprentice. I know he's worried, but I need to think about myself more than the shop. May I ask you why you're here? I don't mean to pry. No problem. Honestly, I wouldn't know what to tell you. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I think it has to do with my identity. Ever since I was a child, I never found myself comfortable with myself. Do you not recognize yourself in you? Yes, something to that effect. The struggle has become unbearable recently, so I came here looking for answers. Sometimes answers are not meant to be found, but built in the due time. You've made a wise decision. I hope so. Whenever I'm here, I feel like I'm doing something useful with myself. This person in orange low-key gives trans vibes. Not gonna lie. I leave you to your meditations. See you, master. Okay. Do you know him? So there's the Cosmic Kraken. Why is... I'm not gonna question it. Do you know him? Yes. He's Prometheus, Pratham, the First. The cult's messiah. He reminds me of something. My parents used to read to me about him in a book, I believe. They must have read to you a version of the cult's genesis. I guess. I remember liking that book. What did this Prometheus guy do? You see, according to the cultist tradition, in a time before time, human beings used to live in some sort of Eden. God had just recently created the material part of the universe, stars, planets, animals, and mankind. But God soon grew dissatisfied with his own creation. He decided to cleave it from the spiritual world, where he resided together with the laws of space and time. And as a boundary between the material and the spiritual, he placed Gahara S to the ocean of darkness, the Cosmic Kraken. That creature below him? Exactly. The Kraken was meant to prevent mankind from crossing over the boundary, as it itself was the boundary. It kept them ignorant of the world, mindless and free of questions, exactly like any other animal in Eden. Then a man named Prometheus, first among all, was the first to look into the ocean of darkness, the Kraken that cleaves the worlds. Beneath it, he was able to glimpse something. It was just a moment, but he became obsessed with knowing what lay beyond the veil. He requested audience to the Kraken, asking it to let him through. Initially it refused, but seeing that the man's will did not buckle even when faced with its infinite expanse, it offered him an exchange. The Kraken told Prometheus that his body would not be of any use to him where he wanted to go. It told him to leave to it the pieces of his own flesh, so that his spirit could cross over the veil in complete freedom from matter. Prometheus accepted, and the Kraken started to cut through his body with its tentacles, dismembering him. The parts of his body remained on Earth, inspiring mankind to seek what was beyond the veil themselves. Thus they obtained the intelligence that divides them from other animals. I'm not sure if it was a good thing. This is a debate that has existed for centuries. If it wasn't better to remain as unknowing animals in the garden. Even Prometheus's fate is subject to a fierce debate. Some say that he achieved enlightenment, that his very essence merged with God. Others believed that the Kraken cursed him, causing him to endlessly fall in the nothingness between worlds, neither man nor God, trapped in the boundary between matter and spirit. What are your thoughts on it? I traveled a lot trying to answer that very question, deciding if the Kraken was really so wicked to trap him forever, cursing him to endless torment, much worse than death. Are you alright? Yes. Just forgive me, I was drifting. Some questions will never be answered. Indeed. Thanks for the story. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, we got a little map. Let's go in the library. What is that there? A library. Maybe we can find something useful to help me explain better how the cult works. Let's see. What a pleasant place. Comfortable. Places like these seem to encourage you to read. Do you read often? No, actually, I almost never do. Sometimes I try, but I always fall asleep almost immediately. I think it's a matter of habit, like training a muscle in the brain itself or something like that. Come on, take a book. So you can explain something and it will feel like reading for real. Yes, this one seems to be a good one. What's it about? I think that this bit of lore is really cool. It's a small encyclopedia. The main cuts are illustrated on it. Weird. It seems like one of the old illustrations with various cuts of beef, to understand which part to buy from the butchers. Yes, it can look a bit morbid. Can you explain to me how it works? It's quite a complex topic to discuss, but I can try. You see, when a person approaches the cult, they tend to do it for two main reasons. Some come to it seeking illumination. Others, the majority, just want to overcome the issues in their life. While the first objective is a bit abstract, the second one is easier to explain. According to the cultists, every problem can be solved by looking at it from a different angle. Elevate oneself above a situation to see it objectively and act accordingly. To accompany the path, the cult assigns a different meaning to each of the various body parts, linking each to a given state or aspect of a person's being. After a long journey, The relevant body part related to the problem is cleft from the body, extrapolating it from its preconceptions. And seeing the question from a relative and a clear angle, thus overcoming the problem. So you cut people to pieces. Literally, but giving it a figurative meaning. It's a curious way to put it. We can keep looking at the book to help you understand. Okay. So I'm gonna go, I guess I'm gonna go just down the row and then back up to this side. So the first one, the thumb, representing handiness. This cut brings detachment from the need to influence the world and others, focusing instead on conquering one's own self. The pinky and ring fingers, representing truth. This cut brings detachment from the presumption of knowledge and the liberation from certainty of blind faith. The belly, representing relationships. This cut brings detachment from the unhealthy attachments with other people. The temples, representing power. This cut brings detachment from one's perceived superiority to and power over others, making them accept humility. Okay, 5. The middle and index fingers, representing morality. This cut brings detachment from the false preconception of knowing what is right and what is wrong. The heart, representing love. This cut brings detachment from apathy and the fear of opening up to others. The toes, representing equilibrium. Detaching one's toes separates one from the necessity of stability and the constant search of support. The clavicle, representing justice. This cut allows one to stop assigning things to the extremes of just and unjust. The eyes, representing perceptivity. The separation of one's eyes allows to detach from the visible world and see beyond the false veil of reality. That's the cut that the lady in the front had. The wrists, representing chance. This cut signifies detachment from the concept of fate and the expectation that things may come to someone unprompted. I think this guy has that cut. The arms, representing faith in oneself. Cutting away the arms allows one to leave behind the fear of the unknown. The ankles, representing acceptance. This cut detaches one from their convictions and allows to see the world from an unbiased angle. The sternum, representing death. Detaching one's sternum allows one to leave behind the fear of death and the acceptance of life's frailty. The hips, representing moderation. Separating them allows one to live without excess. The breasts, representing lust. Separating from them grants detachment from the needs of the flesh. The legs, representing hubris. Their detachment frees one from the necessity to pursue one's goals without regards to the cost. The knees, representing hope. Their cleaving frees one from the fear of the future, making space for gratitude. Which one? That was VII, so we're doing this one. The ears, representing the past. Cutting them off represents the acceptance of the things that can't be changed. So that was what the girl in the garden had. The mouth, representing serenity. Its detachment frees one from the need to seek refuge and positivity at all costs. The nose, representing impression. Its detachment grants a separation from thoughtlessly evaluating things based on the present moment. It does look like he's got that separation, too. Oh, wrong one. The shoulder, representing insecurity. Cleaving the shoulder allows to stop seeking recognition from others. And finally, the neck, representing attachment. The cleaving of the neck allows full detachment from the material world and unmooring from the prison of reality. And you can see that he's definitely got that. Don't you think we've read enough? Yeah, we read it all. You must have had enough of this. What do you think I should cut? No, it doesn't work like that. Oh, don't be boring. Come on. What should get the cut? Oh, having played this before, I would argue the head to cut the attachment to reality. I think you should separate your head at the neck. Dramatic. The connection between the head and the body represents your attachment to the material world. Cleaving that connection allows us to perceive the universe as it is, unfiltered. And why would I need something like that? Actually, it's a thing that can be helpful to anyone, but to you especially. Your way of behaving, it limits you. How so? Easy for you to say. You're just a traveler without a home or a past. You can go, do, and be whatever you wish. And why can't you? Have you seen where I live? How can I even have ambitions or dreams in a place like Jupiter? Then leave. I just can't leave. Do you like being here? No, I hate it, but leaving is expensive. Orbital travel tickets are not that expensive. It's not as easy as you're putting it, okay? You could use your power, perhaps. My power? Your universes. In all my travels, I've never seen anything like that. But instead, you sell them as if they were mere trinkets. You place so little value on them. It seems to me you're doing that on purpose. And this is why I'm supposed to cut away part of my body? Perhaps. You asked me. If you are willingly selling your talents for cheap, if you're living in a place you hate and you don't care about, if it were so, then you wouldn't need it. But sometimes one does not know why they do the things they do. They don't realize that there is something greater that stops them. At that point, asking for help to see things from another perspective may be the wisest choice. Perhaps. And you, did you cut away all those body parts for that reason? In a way, yes. I did it because of a problem I had, similar to one that you also have. What problem are you talking about? Don't... Pardon the intrusion, Master. Oh, I hope that's... I don't know if I hope that is or isn't a human skull. Pardon the intrusion, Master. Of course. What's going on? We are in pressing need of your immediate assistance. One of our adepts, Shoro, is about to perform her first cleaving. But it's very complex cleaving. It's a threefold cut. Oh, very rare occurrence. Indeed, it has been a necessary choice in her path. She already entered the meditative state to prepare for the cleaving, but the master that was supposed to perform the ceremony is nowhere to be found. The master I saw earlier in the hall? Exactly. We can't seem to find her. Shoru's meditative state won't last long, and if we don't act immediately, there may be consequences to her mental state. Would you please take her place to perform the operation as the Yama? Yama. The master that takes care of performing the actual cuts. I can do it. Is Lila here allowed to witness? No problem. Please follow me. As you see, Shoru has already entered the deep meditative state. When ready, take your place behind her. I'll sit back here so I'm not in the middle. Today, like aeons ago, Initiate Shoru, like our Messiah Prometheus, together through their sacrifice they dive into the ocean. In the ocean of the Kraken, Prometheus dives deep. In the breath of the Kraken, Shoru dives deep. Shoru and Prometheus, physical souls willing to cross the world beyond. The Kraken requests a token for passage. Just as well, the Yama will exact the price. Take the Kala Sutra string, Master. Kala Sutra, Tentacle of Gahara. Purified from the very fabric of the universe itself. Purified by incense flame. Heat the Kala Sutra by holding it near the burning embers. Kala Sutra, Tentacle of Gahara. With a single sharp cut, the tentacle parts your mortal flesh. Kala Sutra, Tentacle of Gahara. Purified from the very fabric of the universe itself. Prometheus is God, God is Shoru, enlightened and cursed forever. The Master, like the Kraken, will watch over the Initiate's path, lest they wake from their slumber and become a star among stars. Lila, you should go. It's tradition to leave the Master and Initiate alone after the procedure. It may take a while. I understand. If you see them awaken, please tell the Master that it was nice to witness the ritual. Of course, Lila. Prometheus protect you. Thanks, you too. Oh, I think we're gonna make more universes now. He has an ankle separation there. I want a universe with creatures that have an advanced degree of perception, endowed with divine illumination. Okay, we'll use Wooden Cup. Creatures is purple, and then advanced degree of perception. Some kind of divinity? I guess maybe soul. Or void. Stop turning it off. No. Stop turning it off. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. A universe in which black holes are so numerous they form a sort of interstellar sea. In this sea, some living beings have developed that float around these black holes, feeding on the radiation they emit. In search of ever more energy, these beings have approached the event horizon more and more closely. After millions of years, they have even managed to enter black holes, using them as bridges to travel to other universes. This is a circular universe where time, space, and existence repeat continuously, without beginning or end, following a predetermined or cyclic pattern. How wonderful! I think these beings are the closest thing to God I have ever seen. I want one universe in a shape like a letter, the initial of Lal, as a gift. All pink, no questions asked. Okay, so we gotta make pink. So try red. And yellow? Yeah, it looks more pink, I guess. Or more red. We can try it. This universe is extremely energetic and destructive. The planets are scorching and shrouded in dense toxic haze. Volcanoes constantly spew jets of lava and poisonous gas. The seas are made of acid and the mountains are made of radioactive materials. There is nothing alive in this hostile and inhospitable environment. Only rocks, magma, and ash. Have you humans forgotten how to read? This is not the right letter. That's literally... Okay, well... maybe it needs to be bigger? Oh my god. Okay. The initial of Lal. Like a letter, the initial of Lal. Maybe it's actually not pink and that's the issue. Red. Purple? There we go. And then we'll just try like a right angle. In this universe, iron is the dominant element, so abundant that even animals are entirely composed of it. There is no room for soft or delicate creatures. Every being is made of metal and covered in rust and plates. Sharp and deadly plates, weapons with which predators and prey fight in glittering deserts. Okay, he just wanted a tiny little L. In pink and not like a red. I would like a universe in which I can discover different new forms of flora to study. Okay. That is easy. I'm gonna make it a big circle. In this ancient universe, plants have taken total dominion, growing so much that they have taken the place of the planets themselves. Individual plants are cells of a gigantic organism, planets that look like huge flowers with clumps of pollen as moons. In a universe like this, solar systems resemble intergalactic flowery meadows. This is a circular universe where time, space, and existence repeat continuously without beginning or end, following a predetermined cyclic pattern. And they like it. Make me a unique universe. Anything is fine as long as it's fun. Okay. Let's do a combination that could be interesting. Oh, wrong button. Creatures are always fun. Let's... Oh, wrong button. Let's do moss. In this universe, life is everywhere and diverse. There are not only animals and plants, but the universe is old enough to allow entire civilizations to evolve. Many planets host advanced civilizations, interstellar technologies, and travel through space to explore and trade with other civilizations. And of course, there are many wars, so gigantic that they even annihilate entire systems, but without affecting the omnipresent biodiversity. Amazing. I hope to explore a place like this one day. Two eyes that observe the infinite destiny that awaits them. Okay. So she's giving me hints with the bolded words on this one. So I think we're doing creatures and void again. Let's see if I can make kind of like an 8 shape. Oh wait, I screwed that up. Okay, same thing we had earlier. Yeah, let's see if she likes it. Perfect. Magnificent, magnificent. I'm tired. No more working today. I have to recharge my energy. Back to bed for Lila. Cough, cough, cough. Mom, that cough again. Sorry, Lila. Cough, cough. Honey, is everything alright? He kind of looks a little bit like an elf. I forgot that his ears looked kind of pointed. Daddy, Mommy's coughing a lot again. I'm okay. B, can you take over for me? For me, please? Of course, go get a glass of water. Is Mom gonna be okay? She's a strong one, dear. She must just have caught something, that's all. This is why you need to cover up when you go out, Lila. I always cover up, Dad. Now keep reading, please. Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Mankind, progressing at frantic pace, rumbles and shatters and builds. Houses and churches and great halls of guilds, its constant glamour leaves silence no space. Noises so fierce to pierce through the skies until they reach the ear of the child. And he, who slept deeply when chaos would run wild, to mankind's cacophony was forced to rise. To wail he begins, decrying with rage the terrible sound that keeps him awake. The stars, aggravated by this massive shake, they scramble to help his furious age. They grasp at the space between child and creation. They tear it, stretch it, and gnaw it, arranging its ribbons into a dreadnought. Then they drop that curtain without hesitation. No sound echoed further in the void, beyond space. The child fell asleep, no longer to awaken. While tentacled beast, the veil that is Kraken, kept watch on the threshold beyond which lies his face. Ugh, this is starting to make me tired. It's too dark there. I risk losing myself. Make your personal universe. Hello? There you are. Come in, the door's open. I was waiting for you. Make yourself at home. There's her little fish from the market. Hi, so how are things? Confused. I'm just feeling a bit dizzy. That damn device must have scrambled your brain. Device? Oh, here we go again. Just forget about it. I was about to serve myself an herbal tea. It looks like you could use a cup. Yes, I'll take it, please. Just tell me which one you prefer. Ooh, there's green, red, and blue. Let's do green. Ah, the green one then. Did I choose wisely? I have no idea. I tend to just choose one at random. To be honest, they all taste a bit like dirty water. But they're warm, which is relaxing. I'll bring everything to the other room so we can make ourselves a bit more comfortable. Just grab the mugs, will you? I don't know if mugs are even in this room. And there's another map. Wait, it shows a different location this time. Oh, the whole thing's rotated right now. Okay, mugs don't appear to be in here. Sorry, I have no idea where to find the mugs. Yeah, right. Why would I think that you could know? So weird. For a second I thought it was obvious that you would know. But you've never been here, so of course you can't know. Here's your mug. Sorry if I don't really have proper chairs and a table. I don't tend to receive many visitors. Don't your friends come and visit you? Hainan and Bandar, they seem like nice people. Nah, I already meet them every day. I don't also want to see them at my house. I don't like people entering my personal space. It would mean welcoming them to a clean house, asking them if they want food or drinks, or if they'd rather have another pillow, asking them about their day, or just talking about it makes me anxious. Then the moment comes when I just want them gone and I never know how to ask them politely. Once Hainan came by and I just shouted at him to leave. Well, the mere fact that you've allowed me to stay so far is a good sign then. I could still change my mind. But yes, it's a bit unusual. It's like it's normal having you here, as if you've already been here many times before. Who knows why I feel that way. Must be your subconscious trying to tell you something. Indeed, maybe I'm just slowly going insane. Having someone else in my house puts my mind in overdrive. Sorry if I'm boring you with my psychological issues. Don't worry, I've seen much worse. This is the point. I'm not worried. I tend to do that a lot. About this house, have you noticed anything in particular? Seems to be built out of the parts of a space vessel of some sort. Exactly. It's a spaceship. A space junk hauling vessel, to be precise. It's the ship my father and I used to eke out a living. What types of jobs did you do? We were scavengers. We used to fly in low Jovian orbit, looking for scrap and abandoned space junk. What we found, we would sell in Jupiter's markets. It wasn't a job that would make us rich, but it was enough to help us survive comfortably. Some type of family enterprise. Something like that. It was a nice period. After my mother's passing, I was happy to do my part. At least, for as long as it lasted. What happened? Everything was taken away. Everything. Do you feel comfortable telling me? It may make you feel better. Sure. It had started like any other day. It always does. Lila, come help. So it's the girl from the story, all grown up. Story time. What's up, Dad? Took your time, huh? Come on, help me load this battery on the ship. all done. See how easy it is when we work as a team? Yeah, whatever. And she doesn't have the tentacle hair yet. Then, my love, ready to head out? Do I have a choice? What would your mother say? You can't know what she would say. Feeling sulky today, eh? I was looking at the radar before. I noticed a large cluster of junk. Easy reach, easy grab. Maybe we can find something worth our trouble. Good. Come on, Lila, cheer up a bit. Great! Alright, fine, let's get going. Listen, the autopilot's been acting up again. How about this? I drive the old ship while you go out and grab the scraps. What? Finally, some show of emotion. No way, I don't want to go out into space! You're such a chicken. Well then, I'll let you be behind the wheel then. But I've never done it before. I have no idea how to pilot. I will explain it step by step via radio. Just get me close to the scraps so I can gather them. But... no buts. Try to keep your cool. You will be fine. I'll get into the suit. Station yourself at the wheel when ready. Okay. My young scavenger. Dad, I'm behind the controls. What do I do? Great. Then, first of all, let's see if the battery works. To power up the ship, there should be a toggle switch to the left of the screen. It turned on. Amazing. I was worried it was too rusty to work properly. Let's see now. Hopefully the sensors have held. Run a radar test. The button in the center of the command board. I see a map of what's in front of the ship. Perfect. Now we must close the hatch. We wouldn't want to fry when leaving the atmosphere. It should be the switch to the right of the screen. Done. See, it's not that hard. Now we need to channel energy to the engines to rev them up. The switch is under the power button. It directs power to propulsion. Dad, is this normal? It did shake a bit more than usual. It may soon be time to change some of the gaskets. But don't worry, it shouldn't explode for the time being. Dad! Ha ha! Oh, come on, it'll be fine. Pull up the propulsion lever and absolutely don't let it go until we leave the atmosphere. Hold it. And here we are. We've just left the atmosphere. Cut power from propellers, otherwise we risk leaving orbit. Done. Here we are. Now we need to locate the first pieces of wreckage. Press the radar button again and see what's around us. We got some of that. Metal object, 2 meters wide, 1.5 tall. Some trace electromagnetic potential. It might be a residue of some burst clasper. Or perhaps a whole lot of fridge magnets. Let's give it a closer look. Use the radar to locate the wreck and directional commands to move around. And mind the stray meteoroids. I think we're just above it. Good, then open the hatch so I can go and check. What is it? What the? It's a fridge door! Full of magnets stuck to it. You were right, Lila. Yes. I'll keep the magnets. Back to the ship now. Take your time. Lock the hatch again. Let's keep going. The next one must be something of value. Approximately 130 kilometers from here. Seems like a different object made of many different components. Iron, bronze, perhaps alloys. Some kind of device. Might be the rest of the fridge. Or maybe a quantum catalyst. Only time will tell. Let's head there. Here we are. Good. Hatch. Please be a quantum catalyst. What is it then? Well, it may not be of the quantum variety, but it certainly is a catalyst. And that is an energy catalyst. Helps kickstart engine reactions. It must have been expelled because it was spent. So, space trash? Trash for them, treasure for us. Its individual components can fetch a good price. I'll bring it inside, then we can have another try. Let me know when you're on board. Yes, you can close the hatch. On to the next. What does the radar say? Strange. What? Well, the radar detected something unusual. Maybe I should just readjust the sensors. They're detecting something like 400 materials concentrated in an area less than a single cubic meter. With regular energy peaks. Never seen a thing like this. Bummer. I just changed the battery. Don't tell me I'll have to repair the radar, too. Should we go and check? Of course. Now I'm actually curious. Try and get close. Here we are. Let me open the hatch. I can't wait. I'm a bit far, but I think I can see something. I'll get close. Be careful. Minus 20 meters. Let's see. Can you see it? I'm almost... Seems like a bus... Bzz, old... A what? Dad, I can't hear you. An octopus. Bzz. The bust of an octopus. Bzz. Dad, there must be some electromagnetic interference. You should come back. Bzz. Beautiful. Bzz. There's something... Bzz. Dad, come back! Bzz. Strange. Dad! After the explosion, I woke up in a hospital. Bandar and Hainan were next to my bed. They'd been worried sick. They told me that a patrol detected the explosion and came to the rescue. My father was gone, while I was mysteriously unharmed. What I was left with were my powers and the strange octopus hair. The doctor couldn't figure out why I grew them this way. He said it may be due to some radiation exposure. But I didn't care. I just knew that my father was gone. Lila. It's all my fault. No. No, Lila, you can't blame yourself for it. It's true. I could have said we shouldn't check out that strange object. I could have turned around to get away from it. I could have gone in his place from the very beginning instead of remaining on the ship. Lila, don't... I should have been the one to die in his place. And instead I'm left all alone. Lila, I can only imagine the suffering that you had to go through. But you're not alone. I know, there are always people who want to support me and help me and all that nonsense. It's not what I mean. But don't worry, I don't expect you to understand. After the accident, the ship was too damaged to fly again, but I still managed to make it my home. When I'm here, it's like then, when everything was alright. When we were together, my dad and I... happy. Lila, I can't take this anymore. Master, or whatever your name is. I'm tired. I've been tired for so long. Before you came, I didn't get it, but now I do. Every day was sad and always the same. Now everything is strange and different. I feel different. You... What? No. Sorry, I didn't... Violet, no, this isn't right. What's going... Oh, excuse me if I disgust you so much. It's not that, Lila. We can't. We just can't. It's not what? What, is it more of that cult bullshit? No, it's not that. No? Then what is it? I don't... Tell me. Tell me who you are, why you are here. Why do I keep seeing you everywhere? Why? I'm not here because... What? It's not that simple. I'm sure of that. You should go now. What? Get out of my house right this instant! Wait, Lila, I can explain. Leave! Whoops. Ah, what an idiot. What have I gotten myself into? I don't like the monster with the tentacles. Why? He's bad. He cuts in pieces. Ah, so you know this story already, then? Are you sure you don't want me to read you something else? No. Keep reading, and don't ask such things. Ah, okay. Let's continue. Seasons fly past, years pile upon years, while the child slumbers and the stars dance. And mankind thrives, pushing its advance. Without rest it perseveres. But all that they were given to know is, by themselves and their lonely earth. The stars observe, watching them grow, and the child fades like a memory of birth. But one day another child is born among men, who ceaselessly asks all manner of things. Who are we? What are our beginnings? And who made us? Why did he leave, then? The child became man, and all of his questions turned into pursuit of knowledge and truth. In travels abroad, seeking through lessons of all existence the ultimate root. Wherever he went, he found only doubt, and no more than riddles as he wandered about. Just legends and myths and nursery rhymes, and taunts and unkindness, and difficult times. Oh, okay, we're in jail. What? Where am I? Oh, look who's just woken up. Our heretic! I must admit, it's been very hard to catch you. One moment you were there, and the next you were gone. Intercepting you was harder than expected. It was a lot of work. Where are we? I demand an explanation as to why you've brought me here against my will. Wow, wow, wow. You demand. It is the council that will be asking the questions. It is Friday today, late afternoon, year 3264. He asked for where, not when, you scraphead, and stop answering him. To answer your question, heretic, you are in the dungeon of the sacred church of many gods. I can only imagine how your unhallowed blood is boiling right now. It must be real torture to stand in the dwelling of the gods. I imagine I'm here because of the demonic blood you were just talking about. Don't play dumb with me, heretic. You're done using your blasphemous powers. You're about to be tried by the council. Later today, the council will choose an appropriate punishment for your blasphemous acts. You know, demon. Though you may be a disgusting creature, but you've been a real stroke of luck for me. Your capture will propel my ascent in the ranks of the clergy. They may even make me a bishop. Let's go, Snare Devil. Ugh. Let's keep her cool. Now, there must be a solution. What now? See, Lila? I said church were looking for him. One bet, next time you buy me ramen. Yeah, whatever. Master, things have started to get a bit heated here. Now's not the time for that. But how did you manage to find me? Bandar told me that the church was looking for someone responding to your description. After you disappeared again, we asked around, and eventually we were told that a cleric had caught a cultist. I disappeared. Remember. This morning. One moment you were with me, and the next you were gone. Vanished into thin air. I believe they must have used some kind of teleportation to catch you. I don't know exactly how. And you came here to rescue me. Yes, but there's no time to waste. Let's leave this place. But how? Easy. I open, we leave. Just fucking breaks it. Oof. Are you able to walk? I believe so. Well then, let's go. Bandar made a big mess a moment ago. Soon this place will be swarming with clerical guards. Like I said last time I played this game, I really am not trying to do an accent for Bandar, but I'm also trying to read his speech bubbles the way they were written, and that kind of just gives him an accent. Oh, there's the Lomri guy. Hey, you skeleton man, I remember you. Free poor Billy, please. What Billy did, that cleric bring him here. Oh, Bandar, you have no idea. Those damned zealots. I was trying to feed a small colony of starving Lomri. A cleric saw me and decided to throw me in this cold cell. Oh, so cold. Their charge, just having fed some poor Lomri. Pests, he called them. So rude. My poor Lomri deserve respect. And they also charged me with assaulting a public officer. I don't really think that's very relevant anyways. Did you happen to go ballistic when he called them pests? Ballistic? Me? I just kindly tried to make that uneducated cleric understand how marvelous these animals really are. So, are you gonna let me out or what? You know what? He assaulted an officer. We should let him out. He didn't do anything wrong. Listen to the weird bony guy. I do not know why, but sure. Thanks, Bandar. Your strength is always extremely handy. Ye not worry. Mine fee comes to ye in next few days. Go figure. Stingy furry. Never do anything for free. People, sorry to interrupt your bargains, but we really have no time for this. Stop right there, criminal scum. Cool, we're totally screwed. May the judgment of the gods fall upon you. Don't even think about trying any funny business. Stay where we can see you. Put them back in their cell. Okay, give me the keys then. You should have them. No, you should have brought them. I bloody knew it, swear to the gods. If we just made some copies, as I suggested yesterday... Excuse us if you need a moment to discuss the issue. Shut up, heretic! Listen, I'm going to get the keys. You stay here and keep an eye on the prisoners. No way I'm remaining here with these people. Have you seen how large that Orengo is? Listen to you. The god Animus looks down upon your cowardice, brother. If you're so confident, I'll go grab the keys myself. Ugh, let's both stay here. Sooner or later, someone will come down here. Great plan. Yeah, if you say so. I said shut up! Stay where you are, cultist. For Lux, I can't see anything. Boneheap, switch on light, please. Good teamwork, Boneheap. Happy to be of assistance. I get weapons and go outside. Make diversion so you escape. Oh, Bandar, I'm coming with you. If you go outside by yourself, they will kill you. No, Lila, you and Master must find other way. There must be a way to help you. Billy could go with you. What? Good idea! Oh, hi Logan. Didn't know you were here. Hi. But actually, Good for me. Your laser gun. I refuse to use this thing. I'm a pacifist. Ah, sorry. I can put you back in your cell, yes? No need. Whatever. I'll do it. Okay. When you're ready, we should leave too. They might recognize us if we walked around. Okay, so we need to go the other way then. Okay, so this is where we're at this time. Oh wait. I can click on these guys. Maybe we could disguise ourselves as clerics with those tunics. We may be able to leave unnoticed. Good plan. Cult cleric. Impressive. What? This church? It's not all that incredible. You don't you like it? No, I mean, it's certainly large, colorful, and majestic, but it just gets me the wrong way. It's the clergy that I don't like at all. Yeah, all those I met haven't been exactly friendly. Their church has control over the whole colony. Energy, food, security, they have their fingers in all the pies. How can they maintain this monopoly? It's the lie they constantly peddle about their many gods. They disguise tributes as offerings for the gods. Need energy? Make an offering to the appropriate divinity to receive it. Need help with your sick child? Make a monetary contribution to some god to get the right medicine. And people totally fall for it. They're con artists. Yeah, not to be that guy, but it does happen to work exactly like that in real life, too. I'm not exactly sold on the whole god thing, in case you couldn't tell. Yes, it's certainly wrong to lie to the people of this colony. One must place value in free thought, not numb it. Exactly. It's very clear that such a system is unsustainable. Energy and food shortages and authoritarian tendencies on top of that. It's just not right. There is no accountability. Anyhow, we need to find a way out. Okay, there's a person here. Master, it's an honor. How did you manage to get in here? Are you aware of the danger you're in? Who are you? Who are you? They call me Ignasa. I'm here to gather some information about the church. But please, don't let anyone know I'm here. I already have quite a reputation for revealing some illegal activities. Needless to say that this meeting never took place. A whistleblower, am I right? That's the idea. What makes you think that I'm in danger? I know many things, Master. For instance, I'm aware that some of the members of the clergy are obsessed with you. Why? That's what I was hoping you could tell me, but I guess some secrets are better kept than others. Anyway, I see you're a bit confused. Maybe some information about the church would be helpful to you. What kind of information? Anything that goes against the collective well-being. Sure. Do you know why the church is looking for me? That's what I was hoping you would tell me. Okay. The church has a long history of kidnappings. If someone becomes a threat to their philosophy, it doesn't take long for them to make it disappear. But I don't think you're more of a threat than any other cultist, and by an unspoken agreement between cultists and clerics, there must be peace. So I assume they want something from you, which is very interesting, but other than that, I don't know anything else. Can you explain how the church's control over the Society of Jupiter works? It's a long story, but I'll try to be brief. You see, after the Jupiter mine closed, everything became self-managed. Bartering was the only way to make a transition, and public services were completely eliminated. Excuse me. In this context, the church found a magnificent ground to cultivate. It began to take care of all the public services thanks to its previous monopoly on the trade of droids. It established a credit system, imposed taxes masked as offerings for its gods. Over time, the power of the church swallowed everything, turning into a real government. In itself, it's not so bad. Many accepted it willingly. But the problem is that the church became judge, jury, and executioner. And that's something that cannot be accepted, in fact. I warn you, things will heat up very soon. This game has gotten even more realistic than the last time I played it. Ugh. How does the chain of command work within the church? The hierarchy takes inspiration from the one held by the Catholic religion up to 5 centuries ago. At the bottom of the list, we find the droids, also called deacons, who, although soulless, are considered direct children of the Servitrix. Then there are the priests, who perform many of the more humble and bureaucratic tasks. I think one of them is looking for you. Next, there are the high priests, those who hold masses and collect offerings. All are commanded by the archbishops, who are essentially the managers of the sectors. The one who holds power over Jupiter is Luapur. And at the top of the list is the Supreme Order, composed of a patriarch for each god, carrying their message. The order is located on Neptune, and in fact, the power is very relative given the great distances, so much is in the hands of the Archbishop. I wish you a good day. Remember, we have never seen each other. Okay. Wait. Why can I click? Oh, I can click each of the portraits. I want to go outside, though. These plants seem unstoppable. They grow everywhere. Good day to you. Is it really a good day? The main door is blocked. Do you know of any alternative exit? No, I have no idea of any secondary exit. Forgive me, my motivator chip is a bit rusty. It's the water, see? Always water. So I'm a bit blue at the moment. Oh, sorry to hear. I'll have a good day. Will it really be good? Okay, one of these guys, they're sharing chips. Good day. Are you alright? Don't worry about him. Gisan can't talk. Why? We share our voice processor. It's Friday today, so it's my turn. Understood. Haven't we met before? The inn. Yes, we talked at Hainan's tea house. Exactly. Last Wednesday, we were there to escort Bada, our owner. He loves tea, but it's even more he loves to preach his eschatological lessons to other clients. Okay. Okay, we got a sleeper. Luckily, he's asleep. Are those surveillance screens? Maybe there's some clue as to where the back exit may be. Better not wake him up. Okay. Can I ask you what you're doing? You certainly can, but I warn you, it's not very interesting. I'm listening. I'm watering these plants. Oh, I get it. I told you it was boring. It's the private vegetable garden of the church. Humans eat these vegetables for sustenance, and my function is to tend them. So I tend to them. Okay, so he doesn't know anything about a back exit. Maybe the older couple has ideas. Good morning. Oh, a cultist coming to the afternoon mass. How sweet. Have you seen Saha? Even cultists are good guys. Whatever. Forgive me for being impertinent, but may I ask which god you direct your prayers to? Yes, you're being impertinent. Now if you could please leave us... Saha! How disrespectful are you to others? I hope the Amoris twins didn't hear you. No problem, dear. In our life we have followed the path of countless lords. But now that our life is coming to an end, we often direct our prayers to Salutus, to quickly lead us to our eternal rest. Of course, always remembering Sister Familiara,
who will watch over our grandchildren and children when we are no longer here. Do the followers of the church not look kindly upon cultists? And how should we see you? A bunch of blasphemous layabouts, that's what. Saha! We'll settle this later. Don't mind him. I can't deny that many people in the church are a bit reluctant toward those who don't follow the path of the gods. But don't see it as wickedness, rather insecurity. The teachings of goddess Lustitia often say so. Plates of suffering cover the road to wisdom. Those plates are for your feet, not for those who do not follow your same path. But alas, many persist in not remembering the words that would serve their hearts the best. I'll leave you to your prayers. Have a good day. Okay. Fortunately, the church is almost empty. We'll pass unnoticed. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get that guy out of there. Vandar and Billy must be creating a diversion going that way. Better not get involved. Can I not go up? Familiara, goddess of family and domestic ties. Salutis, god of healing and illness, protector of the sick and the healers. Liboris, god of work and industry, patron of artisans and workers. Messis, god of harvest and fertility of earth, responsible for success of agriculture. Ventus Viam, god of interstellar travel winds, protector of travelers and merchants. Scuti Coloni, god of the colony's shields and defenses against rain, patron of armies and soldiers. Amoris twins, gods of love and friendship, protectors of emotional bonds and passion. Lustitia, goddess of justice and equity, guardian of law and morality, goddess of happiness. Electra, goddess of energy, protector of sources and electrical energy and technological innovation. Servitrix, goddess of robotic servants and artificial intelligences, responsible for automation and technology. Okay, so that didn't help me where I need it. Maybe talking to these guys again will do something. Wait, I thought... Okay, no. Tino, at your service. Oh, okay, yeah. He had more to say. The main door is locked. Do you know of any other way out? The masters talk about a secret exit sometimes, but I've never seen it. What are you doing here? Gisan plows the earth, I plant the seeds, right, Gisan? Could Gisan lend me that hoe? Of course, whatever you need, master. Okay. I can try to hit him with the hoe. Wow, good hit. Is he still alive? I would guess so. Unless he got hit with the blade. Vista Jupiter. This room. I don't think we saw it before. Could it be a secret entrance? Aha. So there's the staircase right there. Here, this must be the room we saw on the screen earlier. How do we reach it? I think there may be some kind of tunnel. I can see stairs. A secret passage, perhaps? Let's go check. We may find something. So it looks like it's in the alcove 2 gods over? Not entirely sure. We'll have to check both. This tile, it seems to be moving. Click on it. Woohoo! Got lots of crazy stuff back here. Oh, welcome. Not again. Greetings, brother. Don't pay any attention to us, we're just... Aha, don't you worry. I mean you no harm. My name is Marco. I'm the archivist of the treasure room. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Why aren't you calling the guards on us? I know it may seem strange, but I'm not really a standard clergyman. To be honest, I don't go saying it around. It's been a while since I stopped believing in the circle of many gods. Interesting. What made you change your mind? My scholarly work. Sitting here cataloging all these priceless treasures, it just gave me a lot of pause, a lot of doubts about my faith. After a while, I understood that there are many ways to tell a story, and believing blindly in just one makes you lose the ability to see the greater picture. What is this treasure room? In this room are preserved the various objects that the church considers heretical or blasphemous. So whatever may contaminate the souls of men, if you're inclined to believe what the clergy says. Normally, they're just harmless artifacts from old religions. A hole for junk, then. Oh, please don't say that. My duty is to analyze and catalog whatever ends up here. I'm just a scholar, you see? If you see some object of interest, just let me know. I'd be happy to tell you all about its history. We're in trouble. The main doorway is locked. We came here hoping for a way out. Can you help us? Of course. That tunnel will take you directly to the main square. Main square? How can that be? It's a secret passage, built many years ago by Archbishop Pirana. He was a paranoid type, so he commissioned the passage in case of an insurrection that never materialized itself. You can use that to escape. That's the safest way. Thanks. That looks like the flying spaghetti monster right there. And Cthulhu. I would guess this is in reference to something Egyptian. I'm not sure what that one might be. I can see Poseidon's trident right behind Lila. I'm not sure what that one would be. This looks like it's maybe something Japanese. This kind of looks like a kabuki mask. We got a menorah. An Egyptian urn, I think. We got the little yin and yang sign. I would guess this is a Buddha. Got the Jesus fish. Got Boba Fett's helmet. These things seem to be coming from all over this system. Okay, we already talked to him. I did not mean to click on you, mister. Got a crown here. This looks like it might be a Chinese dragon. This could be another Buddha. This might be Mothman. This is a Japanese mask. And then here we have the Cosmic Kraken. Nice artifact, eh? It's one of my favorites. An ancient statue of Gahara, extremely rare. It represents the cosmic kraken that sustains the universe, separating the material from the spiritual. One of the symbols is the church that many loathes most. Why so much hatred? Because it represents the separation between humanity and the gods. Is it such a bad thing? Very. Our religion venerates gods that are present right beside us. We share the same world, and they help us every day by constantly influencing and controlling our actions. Thinking that there may be another world where laws of space, time, reality reside would mean that the gods don't really live with us, but on the other side, abyssally distant, and impossible to perceive. It also means that, however difficult, a man may be able to cross the ocean of the Kraken. This crossing would mean that one could become one with God, the supreme blasphemy in the eyes of the church. This is exactly what the cultists say, reaching illumination to reach the other side of existence. This is why the clergy don't like you at all. Yeah. This tunnel should carry us out of this cursed church. Lila, shall we go? Lila? What are you looking at? This thing. Is it alright? You seem terrified. I'm unsure. It makes me feel weird, as if it hated me. Actually, it's pretty creepy. I must admit it has some effect on me, too. Lila? Lila, are you okay? What happened? You looked entranced. Perhaps we should go. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. I must just be tired. Are we going? Yes. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Phew, we made it. Yes, but what now? The church will be looking everywhere for us. You're right, but I don't particularly care. I haven't felt this way for such a long time. I feel alive. Great. Well, I understand it's been quite an adrenaline-packed adventure. It's not just that. I can't really explain. It's been some days already since I felt like this. I'm just realizing it now. It has to do with time, as if it started to flow again while everything was still. When I looked at that statuette, it made me feel static again, like when everything was so immobile. I felt like everything was so far away. I felt like you were far. It was just terrifying. But it made me realize how my life was just some days ago, before you started to open up, Lila. You're changing. Your view of the world has shifted. Maybe, but the only reason I'm doing that is because you are here. You are the reason. I have no idea why, but before you arrived, it felt like the whole world was unreal. It was like an eternal stare in that statuette's cold eyes, without past or future, eternally waiting in an endless now. But I don't really know what that means. What's going on? What is this feeling? Lila, No, please, I know. I must be insane. Forgive me. I'm just so tired. I haven't been sleeping much these days. I keep dreaming of my parents reading me passages from a strange book. We'd better go now. Yes, we can talk about it later. As long as the church doesn't catch us. Let's do this. I'll go home now. Come find me as soon as you can. It's behind my stall, where we met for the first time. Good. Good. Then, see you later. See you later, Lila. We making more universes? I think this is the last time doing the universes. Make me something with a lot of energy. I want to try using it as a battery. Yeah, I can do that. This is a very hot universe where suns and supernova are omnipresent, marking the beginning and end of stars. A cruel place where every star is destined to explode and destroy everything around it. An ephemeral cosmos where life is only a transitory exception in a universe dominated by the impermanence of stars. Ouch, I think I got shocked. Great! I want a universe without... How do I put it? Dangers? Okay. That's probably just gonna be like a very primitive universe. Something just like that. Poor universe didn't even have enough time to begin. There's no point in time when we can say that the universe was born because time itself hasn't had a chance to manifest. A cosmic stasis in which there is no movement, variation, change, and therefore no concept of time. No, not like that. It's scary. Yeah, that's fair. In this universe, every planet is covered by a uniform layer of moss, a sort of green invasion. There are no more deserts or harsh landscapes, only a mossy monotony that extends infinitely. Almost devoid of personality, as if it were created by an uninspired architect. Well, he should like that. Oh great, a very pleasant universe. I want a universe that starts over, in a world in which you can become young again. I don't think it matters what I make as long as it's a circle. In this universe, most celestial objects, including planets and moons, are covered by large amounts of water. Every surface is covered by deep oceans, vast where life is abundant and diverse. Adapted to live in water, beings with gills to breathe and aquatic senses navigate through the darkness of the abyss. Oh, how beautiful. In a place like this, my husband and I could love each other forever. Oh, that's cute. Even if he is a little bit of a bigot. Anything with black holes would be appreciated. They intrigue me. So let's do... I want to see what moss and soot look like together. We'll make it circular because that also makes it a hole. And here we love hole. Oh, that's cool. In this universe, black holes dominate the night sky, while every planet is covered by a uniform layer of moss. Moss seems to be the only type of life that can survive in such a hostile and destructive environment. Darkness and destruction of black holes dominate the universe, while moss is sort of indifferent survivor. A world where the monotony of moss is the only contrasting element in an otherwise ruthless universe. This is a circular universe. Here you go, buddy. Okay, this will be the last person. I would love a universe where I can find impossible objects and materials. Okay. So that's gonna be rust. And I would guess crystals. This universe is extremely energetic and destructive. The planets are scorching and shrouded in a dense, toxic haze. Volcanoes constantly spew jets of lava and poisonous gas. The seas are made of acid and the mountains are made of radioactive materials. There is nothing alive in this hostile and inhospitable environment, only rocks, magma, and ash. No unique materials. Okay. Maybe soot and rust. This is a universe that is dense, where iron is among the dominant elements. Black holes dominate the interstellar void, around which orbit masses of molten iron, heated by the radiation from the event horizon. Farther away, incredible metallic structures form after cooling, shaped by billions of years of gravitational deformation. Geometries that seem intentionally built by a mad architect, which are actually solitary manifestations of nature for their own sake. There we go. I'm tired. No more working today.
you still reading there? Mom! Come here, please. How are you now? The cough? A bit better, hopefully. But I think I'll need to go to bed now. I need a good rest to recover my strength. See you tomorrow, okay? But Mom... Come on, Lila, let your mother go. She needs rest. I'm sure that Daddy will tell you the story just as well as I. You heard the captain. Okay. Good night, my loves. Try not to stay up too late. Good night, hon. So, where were we? Here, from here. For decades he sought, forsaking all rest. At last a wise elder bestowed him a clue. The depths of the ocean shall be your last test. In them you shall find the truth you pursue. As he reached the far shore of oceans of night, the man summoned forth the deep god of old. From bottomless depths arose in full might the kraken Leviathan who blankets the world. The man, resolute, stared up without fear and asked that the kraken show him the unknown. The beast nodded lightly and gurgled in sneer, requiring as pawn something of his own. The man is of flesh and of bodily substance. The gods are instead devoid of all matter. One's form shall be left on the shores of existence, consigning the mind to drift and to scatter. The man remained silent, attentive to all, then all of a sudden, without hesitation, he accepted the deal, for he was in thrall, and gurgles of mockery turned to exultation. Census Report Residential Sector A27. A warning was issued. An alarming infestation of Lomri has been detected. 5 to 7 pests were spotted behind a residential area. The high concentration of individuals is likely motivated by the presence of a nest. If this is the case, a pest control procedure must be carried out as swiftly as possible. Ugh. Why is it that I'm always the one they assign to this type of job? I thought that being the Archbishop's nephew would have earned me the honor and respect. Instead, my uncle barely pays me any attention. At best, I'm just an embarrassment to him. It's not my fault. How can I show my value if all I'm tasked to do is take count of bins and trash cans? I'm capable of great things. One day, I will show them. I just need to find the right assignment. What? Ugh. Starting to feel a bit tired of this. Where have I ended up this time around? These Lomris are everywhere. Trash cans. Where am I? Well, there's the nest. There's a lot of them. This must be their nest. Maybe this is where they all come from. They're so cute. What is this? Wait, that one. It's supposed to be Lila's house. I'm just under the main window. Hello? Anyone there? Hi, Non. I'm calling to make a booking. Yes, hello to you too. Yes, I know. I know there's always a free spot for me. How very kind of you. Listen, this time I need a private table. What do you think? I need some private space. For once, I just don't want to share my table with your usual stinky customers, okay? Why are you always so nosy? Okay, I'm coming with a friend. You don't know him. He's not from here. No, I have no idea where he's from. He's a cultist. I met him at the market. Is she talking about me? I don't know. Hainan, I don't bloody know. Listen, we'll be there tomorrow night, okay? Good! She just booked a table with me at Hainan's. We already met at Hainan's, so now we are... Stop right there, heretic. Freeze! Oh no, you again. What? Never seen the likes of you in my whole life, heretic. Of course you've never seen me. I would remember an ugly face like yours. You cultists disgust me. With your deranged ideas and grotesque mutilations and sorceries. Sorceries? What sorceries are you even talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I've seen you use that sorcery of yours just now. You saw... You appeared from thin air. What? I've heard people talk about your kind. Hainan, if you don't start minding your own business, I'll come to your tea house, but instead of my friend, I'll be bringing a can of flammable fuel. And I'll burn that shack of yours down. Time to move. Heretic, follow me, and you will receive your judgment. Stop! I know what you are. You're a devil. A devil? You travel across dimensions. Such a power belongs only to the gods. You come to the mortal world to steal people's souls. Listen, it's complicated. If you just let me explain, surely I won't let your devilish words distract me. I should have known that people like you hid among the heretics of the cult. Filthy, unholy cultists. No! He disappeared. He's gone. Hey, you there! What the hell are you doing behind my house? I'm conducting a census, miss. Please forgive me for the trouble. Beat it, you pervert. Find someone else to bother. I must find that cultist. If I catch him, Uncle will surely promote me. I won't be counting bins ever again. I must ask Das for a bounty hunter droid. Are you still there? No. Lila, what are you doing? Why are you closing your eyes? I don't like this part. Do you want to skip it? No. You read on. I won't leave. Are you too scared? Stop teasing. Okay, let's see how it ends. The deal had been struck, the oath observed. A tentacle rose, a monstrous ensemble. First thumb, then ring, then fifth finger are carved. The belly is cut up, removed, then each temple. A second great arm was further extended, detaching mid-finger and index in succession. It reached through the chest and heart apprehended, then toes are removed, then clavicles cut with increasing progression. The third of the tentacles round the eyes snaked, rescinding their roots precisely and with ease. Then after that feat, the elbows it shakes, taking away hands and then legs in a breeze. The fourth takes the ankles and yanks them away. It pierces the sternum with violent precision. Then it clasps the hips, then breasts are its prey. The knees and the legs are then targets of excision. The fifth and the last arm comes forth, for the ears. The mouth it removes, no more is said. It cuts away nose, pulls apart shoulders, at last the neck buckles, and so goes the head. Ugh. This time was very brief. Too brief. Next time might be the last. key. No, there are no more open doors. Was that the last journey? I don't understand. Did I take too long? But I'm not done yet. I must save her. Lila. Lila, forgive me. No, there must be a way. There must be a reason why the gods have done this to us. If nothing else, I'm stuck here. If there's a way, any way to get back to Lila, it must be in this place. The cup in which we had tea at Hainan's tea house. First time I met her. She seemed to already know me. I had to leave because I felt I was about to disappear. I told her I wanted to see her again, but we didn't have the time to talk about it any further. A book that helped me explain the cult's traditions to Lila. I was lucky to meet her just when B, the guard, was about to boot me out of the temple. Okay, so I'm grabbing stuff. The scissors given to me by Bandar the morning I helped him with the plants on the windmills. A church patrol was looking for me, but he lied to keep me from getting caught. He was very kind to me, even if he didn't know me. The lamri egg I found under Lila's house, just when I overheard her calling Hainan to book a table at the tea house. This is from when I visited Lila's house. She was very emotional that evening, as if she'd just come back from an adventure, but then she tried to kiss me. I must have made her really mad. I wish I could have told her the reason of my refusal. The battery of the gun Bandar gave me during the rebellion against the church. I don't know why, but Lila was very angry at me. She kept trying to run away without telling me why. The hoe I used to knock that cleric down. I'm not proud of that, but I had no choice. The church had me in its grasp. Luckily, Bandar and Lila saved me. What an adventure. And the fish. Lila gave me this in the market. It was a pleasant day, but she behaved as if she'd never seen me before. Okay, am I missing one? All of these objects, each a memory in which Lila and I met. Each encounter became increasingly weirder. I was confused. Sometimes people spoke about things I didn't understand, moments I didn't remember having lived. Some other times it was they who couldn't remember. They couldn't understand what I was attempting to tell them. But the problem is not just me or them either. It's time, the order of events that's scrambled. I must understand the right order of things, the right succession of encounters. Maybe then I'll be able to get back to Lila and end this once and for all. Okay, market was first. And then... egg. And then, so that was market, then the phone call, then the tea house, which I believe was that. And then after the tea house, I guess was probably Bandar's. It was either Bandar's or the cult. It would have been Bandar's, because then it was the cult. Then it was the adventure. Then it was T. Then it was the battery, I think? Yeah, and then the revolution. Unless these are backwards. Okay, there we go. When I met her in the market for her, it must have been the first time she ever saw me. After that encounter, she called Hainan to book his table at the tea house. At the tea house, we drank tea together. That's the first time I saw her after so much time. Afterwards, she looked at me, she looked for me at the Temple of Detachment, where I showed her the life and traditions of the cult. Destiny made us meet again with Bandar. We climbed on the top of the windmills. There, Lila opened up to me. Then the church captured me, imprisoning me until Lila and Bandar rescued me. The following evening, Lila invited me in her house. She told me about her father, how he died. Then she tried to kiss me, but when I refused, she forced me to leave out of rage and embarrassment. The following morning, yes, it must be when the rebellion started. The people revolted against the church and its overbearing tyranny. Lila was there too. She was escaping from the shame of our previous evening. She got hurt and hid in an alley before the explosions caused it to collapse. That's the last time that she saw me. That's when I need to return, to allow her to finally understand on her own. We got a door. Hello? Is anyone there? I'm stuck here. What? Lila, are you okay? You're asking me if I'm okay? What about you? You were gone. One moment you were here, and the next one you had vanished in thin air, as if you've never been there at all. The same thing happened when we were on one of the windmills. Was it the church? Did they capture you again? How did you manage to escape? It wasn't the church. No? What then? It was me. You? I have powers. Powers? What are you, some kind of wizard? I don't think it's the best definition. Even though to an external observer, sorcery might be the best way to describe what I do. But no, I'm not a wizard. What would you be then? A wizard? Well, yes, if you want to put it that way. I'm a traveler. A traveler. What do you mean? Can you teleport wherever you want, whenever you want? It's not teleportation. I can't do it at will. It's complicated, but it's very important for you to understand, Lila. Wait. Why is it all of a sudden it's so important that I understand? Every time, all I've done is ask you questions, and every time I asked, you never gave me straight answers. What's changed? You did, Lila. You've noticed yourself in these days. You started feeling the world start to move around you again, feeling time's flow start again. Time. Sorry, I'm not sure I follow. I don't teleport, Lila. I travel across space-time. You travel through time? Every time we got separated, I jumped to another time and place. But every time I didn't know where or when I'd arrived. I could not know if I would appear in the market or your house, or whether I'd ended up in the future or the past. So, this is why you were always so confused. Exactly. After each jump, I had to understand where and when I was before making the next jump. But why didn't you tell me then? I really wanted to, but I wasn't sure you would be ready to accept it. Each time we met, I couldn't be sure if you knew me and to what degree. If I was just a passerby, an acquaintance, or a friend, or something more. Yeah, I had to be careful. parse the situation without looking like I had lost my grip on reality. Well, mission failed, Master. Let's pretend I believe you. You're a perpetually confused space-time traveling wizard. Very credible. But you still haven't explained one thing. Why are you going through so much effort to find me? Because we are alike. Huh? You just lost the little credibility you had. I can't travel through time, I can barely move through space. True. Actually, your power is different. You can create universes. Right. Wait, what does this have to do with anything? Everything. You create universes. I can cross between universes. Two sides of the same coin. I'm a bit confused. So, have you come to learn a new type of space-time sorcery or something like that? Are there others like us? Do you want to assemble a team of metaphysical wizards? No. I'm here to rescue you. What? What should I be saved from? A space-time dragon? I believe you know what, Lila. Don't... You told me yourself. You said that ever since I've been around, time started to flow again. As if you could again take your life in your own hands. Okay, yes, I felt a bit different ever since you showed up. But I'm just going through a phase. Maybe I was just a bit depressed. I'm not a psychologist, but I don't believe I need to be saved. What does this have to do with the time and space magic thing? It's not merely a phase. It's not just in your head, but in your universe. You're stuck in a temporal prison. Okay, this seems a bit out there. Think about it. What can you remember about when I wasn't with you? Try to think about the time between my disappearance and reappearance. What do you feel when you think about that period of time? Nothing. I can't feel anything. Exactly. It's as if during that interval I wasn't there at all. I know I was, I remember it clearly, but it's as if someone else was there in my place. And how long have you felt this way? Ever since I got this hair. Since I started to create universes. After the day of the accident. Indeed. But why? Why me, and what does your power have to do with this? To explain, we need to go to your house. That house holds a strong connection with your past. It will allow us to piece the temporal lines together, disentangling them to allow them to realign their normal flow once and for all. I'm going to see if I can turn the music up a little bit. If there even is any. I don't think there is any. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess we gotta speed through this real quick. Traveler. I guess I'll use this moment to drink some water. Well, why not? Let's say I believe you and we head to my house. What then? I just told you, you won't be able to fully understand until we get there. I'd consider indulging you in your delusions if it weren't that we're completely stuck here. Everything went down with the explosion. The rubble has blocked all exits. It's been hours that I've been calling for help, but no one has come. Okay, I finally find ye. Bandar! Did I interrupt something? Perfect timing. No, actually, your timing is impeccable. Let's not waste any time then. I need to understand this thing. Good. Can you walk? Yes, I believe so. I thought my leg was broken, but it was just a sprain after all. I'm good now. Bandar, sorry if we don't get lost in pleasantries, but we're in a bit of a haste right now. Where you go? Don't worry about it. What I care, you always do whatever we want without explanation. Shall we? Let's go. Okay. So then, time traveler, we're here in my house. What is it you need to tell me? What are we doing here? Lila, we'd better sit. Okay. So strange. I've been traveling for so long, but I feel like I've never moved from here. What do you mean? You see, Lila, that day, that tragic accident, it all started there when you and your father went to retrieve that strange object. That was no cheap trinket or piece of space scrap. It was a powerful relic. What type of relic? That object was a bridge between the physical world and the astral world, a gate through which Divine has communicated with mankind for centuries. Coming into contact with this artifact allows one to see what's on the other side. Beyond the ocean of the Kraken, the veil that cleaves space and time. Glimpsing what lies beyond the veil causes one's mind and body to violently shift outside of the material world. It induces a state for which they are not prepared. Enlightenment. This process has its drawbacks. If one is not completely prepared, they become eternal beings, forever trapped in a timeless instant. It becomes a curse that stems from setting one's sight on the divine. The Enlightenment bestows powers that only a god could have, like creating universes and traveling between them. Since time becomes an illusion, one's very existence becomes empty and meaningless. Passive. Lila, on that day when you and your father came in contact with the artifact, that event gave you the power to create universes, but left you stuck in a time loop. I think I understand. But if I obtained my powers this way, how did you? In the exact same way. See, Lila, on that tragic day in which you lost your father, I was there too. What? Yeah. But due to the incoming crux in space-time, from my point of view, it was not your father who touched the artifact, but my daughter. Your daughter? Are you telling me that your daughter... You are my daughter, Lila. This makes that earlier interaction a little unfortunate. And I am your dad? It can't be. It doesn't make any sense. I saw you die. The explosion vaporized you. I really did die. But only from your point of view. From mine, it was you who touched the object and died in the explosion. But differently from you, I knew that it wasn't really you. How? You see, what I said before about my powers was not completely accurate. While you had the power to create universes, my proper ability was to perceive them. I knew that you weren't dead, but trapped in another timeless dimension, stuck in an eternal loop. But if you knew that I was still alive, why didn't you come immediately? Why didn't you tell me? Do you have any idea what I went through? You gone thinking it was all my fault. I couldn't. Don't you think I knew how it felt, knowing where you were but without the means to reach you? Your curse was living in a timeless prison. Mine living with the knowledge that you were trapped. I spent years trying to figure out how to travel between universes, how to get to you. For you, it must have felt like only a year or so. On my end, it's been decades. Oh, and he's got the tentacle hair in this picture. After the accident, I was desperate, despite having been enlightened. I felt so lost. I needed to understand why the Divine chose to curse us this way. I traveled through the solar system, visiting every known civilized and uncivilized world. I talked with thousands of people, listening to their stories. I read their books, exploring their worlds. I looked for answers in hundreds of different cults and religions. Oh, interesting. So that ring on his head and the clown makeup is probably from one of the other religions, aside from the cult. And he had his cheeks removed. His ears were kept. It's interesting that his head is kind of shaped that way. I read, I prayed, and meditated. I came as far as modifying parts of my own body to help me detach from the material world. I learned the hidden mechanisms of the universe and its origins. Finally, I understood. I understood how to use my enlightened condition to project myself far from my own universe. To travel beyond the structure of space-time. Where I finally found you. Exactly as young as I'd left you. When I saw you, I didn't know how. I meant to tell you everything from the start. But my appearance, the jumbled order of time, I couldn't be sure how you would react. Dad. Aw. My little girl. So you're here! It's all over then. We can be together again! Not exactly, Lila. No? Why? We don't belong to the same reality anymore, Lila. Every jump I make is just a temporary reprieve from the gods beyond the veil. For now, I've been allowed to share your world with you. But it's not going to last much longer. I'm banking on stolen time. When I'll disappear again, you'll be stuck again in your temporary prison. And this time, I'm afraid it could be forever. What? There's a way to break the cycle, together, but we must be quick. By combining our powers, we can go back to that moment, and make things go the way they should. But how can we do that? You'll create a universe, a very special one, in which everything happened in the right way, in which we share the same reality again. The one of the accident. Exactly. When you have done that, I'll bring us inside it. We'll return to that day and close this cursed cycle. Okay. Let's do it then. What should I do exactly? Good. Let's start by sitting down. First of all, we need to enter in a meditative trance so that we can align our powers. I have no clue how to do that. Oh, right. Close your eyes and follow my breathing. I think we're aligned now. This should be enough. Oh, that's it? Of course not. Now you need to recreate the universe where everything started. But how? This requires too much precision. Normally I just use the ingredients that I find lying around as the basis for a universe. I don't exactly have a specific way to get exactly what I want. What should we use in this case? We'll use what the Kraken gave us when we received our enlightenment and our curses. They're the purest manifestation of our link with the world beyond the veil. But you have no hair. I used to. I cut them away when I got into the cult of detachment. I still kept a piece. I kept it just in case. Use the extract of the 2 tentacles to make the universe. Now the shape. It needs to reflect that terrible moment. Our universe, initially circular and unperturbed, with an appendix cleaving it in half. This is perfect, Lila. Is it? Now breathe and concentrate. I will use my powers to bring us inside. I told you the Kraken is bad. Very bad indeed. Dad. What is it, honey? If I meet a monster like that, and it wants to cut me up into pieces, would you save me? Of course, Lila. Even if I'm very, very far away? Even if there's a lot of traffic? Always, Lila. No monster will touch you for as long as I live. Good. Now keep reading. Yes, ma'am. Without flesh or a body to call his own, the man is dragged down by the Kraken's descent. Not living nor dead, he does not lament the remnants he left in the quest for the unknown. Soon after, his relatives and those close to him wander the world in search of his traces, and finally come to the ocean's last brim, where they find all his spoils spread over those places. Collecting those relics, they ask themselves why his bodily parts are so strewn on the shore. Of those, some believe he'd come there to die, and few that he might have ascended or more. These stories, thus birthed, begun to be told, and those that revered him and all his remains saw it that man's destiny helped to unfold forever in freedom from earthly restraints. Like that lonely being who once had been flesh, men face every moment the ultimate choice of being dust of stars like trapped in a mesh, or staring at God's face and hearing his voice. The end. Did you like the story? Yes. Sleepy? A little bit. It's bedtime then. Okay. But will you protect me while I sleep? Of course. I don't want to drown in the ocean. I love you, Daddy. Me too, little one. Come on, let's go to sleep. What is that? Don't worry about it. Try to concentrate. It's like my hair. It's the Kraken from that book Mom used to read to me when I was little. Oh, God, it's the Kraken that cursed that child. Yes, Lila. It's the one that guards the threshold between the spirit and material world. The one depicted in that statuette. Lila, don't lose focus. Gahara, the deepest ocean. Lila, we can't linger here any longer. We need to move onwards. Close your eyes and focus on the meditation. Yes, I'm sorry. Now focus on that single moment. No matter how hard it is to remember, go back to that day. Dad, it's really you! I've missed you so much. I've missed you too, Lila. So much. We're here. So, now can we go back? We can start again. Lila, I'm changing course. I should be able to remember how to do that. It doesn't work. The drive seems to be locked in place. We're in front of that cursed thing once again. Lila, let me explain. No! I already know what you want to tell me. There must be another way, some solution you haven't explored yet. No, Lila, this is all there's left to do. Believe me, I tried every possible way. It's time for me to go now. You can't. I can't lose you again. I don't want to, Dad. I can't go through this all over again. Lila, we have no choice. For both of us to exist in the same universe and allow the other to go on with their life, one of us must sacrifice themselves. I'll go. Lila, don't say that. I will go. I can't stand to watch you die. Not again. Please. My little girl. I love you, Dad. I love you too, my child. Promise me you'll be strong. And that you'll leave that spaceship and that colony and live your own life. I promise, Dad. Okay, Lila, I'm ready. How are you feeling? How do you expect me to feel? I understand. Whenever you're ready, direct the ship towards the target. As if I could do otherwise. There's always another way. Dad? Did you say something? No, what are you talking about? Nothing. I must have imagined it. Lila, listen to me, Lila. What? Lila, stop. There's another way. You. I know you. You're that old man who was preaching in the middle of the square the other day. The Archbishop of the Church of Many Gods. Why did you try to capture my father? What do you want from him? That's of no importance now. I'm here to help you. You're about to commit a terrible mistake, and I'm here to help you avoid it. Uncle, you see, I finally managed to bring you to them. Don't I deserve a promotion? Shut up! Lila, listen to me. Your very lives are at stake. How can you be so deluded to think that I'd ever trust you? You captured and incarcerated my father. We did it for his own good, for the good of you both. I know it sounds hard to believe, but your father is sick. His frequent travels have ended up corrupting his soul. But he can be saved. He can be cured. So that you can be it together again. What should I do to avoid it? You don't need to do anything. Just let yourself go. Return to the now. Return home with your father. Lila, what's happening? Return home, Lila. Lila, who are you talking to? It's the Archbishop. He says there's a way for us to return home together. Lila, don't listen to him. He just wants to capture us and steal our powers for his own ends. But, Lila, your father is very sick and tired. He doesn't know what he's saying. He traveled so far to find you, to save you, but now it's up to you to save him. I must save him. Yes, let yourself go, Lila. Return home with your father. Lila, don't listen to him. No, I don't believe you. What? You just want to steal our powers. No, Lila, I swear on the gods, you misunderstood. Don't you realize that you would just bring the curse upon yourself? These powers, they're not meant for mankind. You'd be cursed exactly like me and my father. What's happening? Listen to me, child. If you'd done this of your own free will, there was a chance I'd have let you live. But it's clear I'll have to pull you out of there by force. I'd like to see you try. You leave me no choice. How dare you attempt to steal our powers? Lila, what's happening? Nothing, Dad. Everything is under control. Sorry about before. Don't worry, Lila. You're doing really well. We're very close. Let me know when you're ready. I do want to add that if I had picked the choice to save my father, it would have resulted in essentially the same thing. So it was kind of like a both roads lead to the same path kind of situation. Here we are. We should be right over that thing. Yes, I can see it. Good. Well, it's been good to see you again, even if for a short time. Yes. I love you so much, my little girl. I love you too, Dad. Goodbye. Farewell. Dad? Where am I? Oh, of course. The hospital. I'm back at the hospital. I hoped I would never come back here. At least I don't have that horrible hair anymore. Lila, you're alive! You no look good. You no good look. You don't look too bad, all things considered. We all thought you weren't long for this world. We could see the explosion from the colony. It's a miracle you're even alive. A miracle. I wouldn't use that word to describe it, but okay. Lila, you know what happened? Your father... dear Bandar, maybe this isn't the place to... She needs time to recover. Don't worry, Hainan. I know that he's dead. Lila, I'm so sorry. Bihari was a great man, Lila. We all said. I can't imagine how you must feel right now. No need to worry. I know it seems hard to believe, but I'm okay. I just need to be alone for a while. But of course, Lila. Thanks for coming anyways. For real. We always here when you need. Of course, always at your disposal. Thanks. See you later, guys. Goodbye, Dad. Dad? Dad, where are you? Dad! Dad? Oh. It was just a dream. Another day in this dump. Alone. Come on, Lila. You have to keep going somehow. Ah. Right, I don't have powers anymore. What a mess. I can't even make a few bucks creating universes. Damn it. Oh, what's this? Lila, meet me at the tea house. We have to tell you something. Hainan's tea house. What do those two want now? Trust me, Bandar, she'll like it. I don't think so, but let's try. What? What will I like? Lila, nothing. I was just... Hainan and I wanted to give you a present. Gift? What are you talking about? Lila, we were shocked by what happened with your father and the whole story of the temporal prison. More confused, less shocked. Yes. Anyway. Guys, please. I know you want to be kind, but I would ask you to hurry up. I have so much to do. I don't have time to waste. We know you don't have powers anymore and no more job. Bandar, have a little tact for heaven's sake. Hainan, give her the ticket and that's it. Ticket? Yes, here it is. Jupiter travel to Mars. From Jupiter to Mars. A ticket to Mars? Your story went around the whole colony. Many people wanted to help you, so we raised money. You want to kick me out? You know well, Lila, that there is no future for you on Jupiter. No good for you to continue to live in this dump. You need to grow, find a better life. But I heard about some cousins who work on the terraforming plant on Mount Olympus. They told me they're making progress. There's a lot of vegetation and work now. They'll help you settle in. A new life, Lila. That what your father wanted for you. Thank you. I don't know how... Don't worry, Lila. You don't owe us anything. Just be ready. The departure is in a few days. And what will you two do? Us? Our lives here, Lila. Yes, Lila, for us it's already too late. You have your whole life ahead of you. Don't waste it. I won't. Thank you. So this was Universe for Sale. It's just such a cute game, and I love it so much. I love the art style of it. I love the story. It's so good. thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed Universe for Sale, and I'll be back probably sometime this weekend, but if not, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great night.